Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 2nd of February, 2025. So we're starting here with the synoptic at lunchtime yesterday, and this occlusion which sat across the top of us gave us a lot of low cloud, but we did manage to get something out of the day. Run that through midnight last night. That occlusion's fizzled out and disappeared, and up to lunchtime today, and we've now got a cold front lying north-south up and down the Irish Sea, down into the Bay of Biscay, and that's moving very, very slowly. And I doubt that it's going to affect us very much today at all. We've actually started with some blue skies, a bit low cloud, and it's looking like it's going to be quite a nice day. There's a bit of sunshine out there for a change. So midnight tonight and into tomorrow, you can see that cold front becomes quite a weak affair, and it's now sat over the top of us by lunchtime tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see what that weather brings for Monday. The satellite pic, as we approach the sort of daylight hours, you can see most of the sort of south and east corner of England there is basking in the sunshine, with a bit more cloud associated with the fronts that are coming in from the west. Out over Wales and up beyond sort of central England up towards the north there. The rain radar shows a little bit of rain, quite a few showers, and that associated with those fronts. But as I say, they are slow moving. And if we have a look at the rain forecast, and we run that through from 9 o'clock this morning through till about the hours of darkness, you'll see that rain is kind of held off out to the west. It doesn't approach much further than the sort of West Country, up to Exeter way and into Western Wales. So they're well into the hours of darkness there, and it's still nowhere near us. So we shouldn't see any of that today. There's no TAF from Odium today, but their METAR is 1604 knots, greater than 10k visibility with no clouds. Temperature 0, dew point -1, pressure 1021. And Farnborough, they do have a TAF out today, so they're forecasting 1706 knots, greater than 10k visibility with few clouds at 1800 feet, and then temporarily over the next hour, visibility maybe down to about 9 kilometers. I would imagine a little bit of haze there. Spot winds then to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind, 190, 15 knots. To the south of us, 160 degrees, 15 knots. And if we have a quick look at windy, if you can see the little arrows there, that's showing a bit of east and a southerly flow, around about 6 knots. So that's not too windy today. So because the airfield's dry at the western end, sorry, we're going to go on the eastern run 09. The local forecast from the Met Office for this area are showing sunshine all day, very little chance of rain, temperature about 6 degrees centigrade in the best part of the day, winds southerly all day long, and humidity down in the 70s, which is quite reasonable for this time of year. GFS are suggesting temperature at lunchtime around about 6 to 7 degrees centigrade, with the dew point down at about 2 centigrade. And locally on the airfield right now, we'll just update that to get the absolute latest figures. It's plus 1.6 centigrade outside with the dew point at just below 0. The camera on the south side looking towards the west shows some nice clear blue sky showing through, a little bit of low cloud there. That's pretty much how it's going to be all day, I think. A quick look at SkySight shows something similar there. With a low cloud down about sort of 1,200-1,500 feet, and being clear throughout the best part of the afternoon. Top meteo as well, if we run that through hour on hour, and have a look at where we are, we've got sort of broken sort of layer cloud, maybe up about 1,500 feet, 2,000 feet, and then a bit of sunshine in the afternoon. So all in all, it's looking like a good day out there. No TAMs then. I'm just going to deal with the four closest to us. 11, 17 and 18 are all rats. That's Oakhanger, Burfield and Welford. The rats are there for the exclusion of unmanned aerial systems only. So that doesn't affect us. 15 just out to the west of us is Winchester, that's live firing. The danger height's been increased to 1,100 feet AMSL. So let's move on then to the local airfield briefing, and we'll start with a look at the usual Odium cross-section. Here we are with a little bit low cloud. It's very sort of scattered, and there's sort of few temporarily scattered stratus to start off with, and then going few later on. It is going to be quite chilly out there on the airfield, and indeed we could be winch launching up into, if we get to 1600 feet, we could be launching into these areas here, which are sub-zero layers. So a bit of icing if we're really unlucky, but it's highly unlikely that's going to happen. Surface wind then southerly with a bit of east in it throughout the day. Not too strong, good visibility, no weather hazards or anything to worry about. There is a front out to the west, but it is going to be dry and bright throughout the day. So glider bookings and availability. First of all, Dave Watts available to do sort of flying details for cloud flying training. If he can get his hands on 775, which I'm sure we can facilitate. There's a couple of K21s for booked instructional flying. There's one K21 booked for aerobatics. There's a two K21s for club members and a K13 for trial flights, and a K21 on the casual list. There are availability on all the single seaters, and there's 3 people on the casual list. So if we've got another instructor out there that'd like to get involved, please join in. Simulator is available as per usual. And of course, it's the first Sunday of the month today, so the Gliding Heritage Centre will be out flying. I believe they're going to bring at least 3 gliders out to join the launch queue. So let's all make them feel welcome and enjoy watching them fly. There is one movement today. There's a 737 inbound at about 10:43. I've heard no change on that as yet, so we just assume that it's going to be on time. So the general situation on the airfield is high pressure dominating whilst the cold front blocks out to the west. We're going to be on runway 09 hard, cables on the boom to the south side, aero towing on the north side. The grass at the west end is soft to firm, perfectly landable. But please avoid using the wheel brake unless it's absolutely necessary. And just a couple of church notices here. Do not land or taxi on the disused runways shown in red on the next slide. And please clean the gliders at cease of play. So here's the setup today. Winch at the east end and launch point at the west end, launching on 09. Launch point vehicle in the middle of the runway, just to the north of the centre line, aero towing to the north, winch launching to the south, and cables down this side of the runway. That's it from me today. Have a great day flying out there. Make sure you have lots of fun, and please keep it safe. See you out there.